覚悟してろよ。行くぜ。
Welcome to Warburg Ku's Reviews. I'm your host, Warburg Ku, and today we're doing my top 10 action figures of 2023. This is a great year for action figures, and I have my one runner up here right now, and I still like this guy. He really could be number 10. Any day I switch between him and number 10. The main issue with him is, after having him for a while, is this hand here constantly drops the axe. I don't know why. It's really annoying. But besides that, this guy is just about perfect. Well, that and the shoulders are a little bit of an issue, which you can kind of tell shoulders are going to be an issue. They still turn fine, but he just can't articulate out as much with those shoulder pads, which is, again, something that you can't really fix. Oh, that's a little bit better. You know, sometimes you've got limitations based off of, you know, what accessories a figure has. Take these off and he's fine. So I do like this guy. This was my Hell Scream and 5 from 5 Click Toys. He's the one runner up. Let's get into my top 10 now. At number 10, we have Executive Replicas, Loose Collector, Vampirilla, as well as Sonya. The only reason these guys are a little bit lower is because of really the face. They lost something in translation. I'll show you what I mean just a minute. If you look here, and then you look here, it is a difference. It's not a terrible difference, but it's enough to make you notice. Sorry for the dead space in between. I also found this comic cover that I wanted to have a long time ago. There's Vampirilla and Sonya. I love this cover. I wanted to show that a long time ago, but I digress. Number 9, we have Mythic Legions, the Zerlanian Guard. I probably said that completely wrong, but this guy is epic. When it comes to a knight in my collection, he is probably my favorite knight that I own. He also has this amazing shield. You can hear me rattling right now, and it's stuck on the bow and arrow, so let me just take them both out at the same time. Comes with this amazing bow, as well as this very, very nice shield. I don't keep it on him just because it is heavy on his hand or his arm, and I don't want to weigh it down. But when you're taking pictures, you can't get much better than this. This shield is epic, so love it. That's why he is number 9. And next up on the list at number 8, we have my boy Snow Job. Now, I fell in love with this figure when I first saw the pictures, and I was hoping that he'd be as accurate as it shows. This guy's even better than accurate as it shows. He's my favorite figure I have for the snow, period. Hands down, my favorite Joe out of all of last year. Probably of all time as far as a figure. He just comes with everything. I don't even like skiing, and he makes me want to go skiing. That's the power of Snow Job. Number 8. Number 7 is the only Transformers on this list right now, but trust me, there will be more next year. I already have a banger in a Transformer in the form of this guy right here for next year. So he's going to probably be on the list. But back to Ultra Magnus right here. This guy is my number 7. Fun figure. Gotta love it. There's a whole bunch to love here. And he's definitely worth it if you have not gotten him. Number 7, Ultra Magnus. At number 5, we have Chun Li. Jada Toys is killing it. I hope we get a Yuri from 5 with a better costume. Just give me all the Street Fighters. Give me some Darkstalkers too. I'll take them. She's an excellent, excellent figure. Right out of the gates, they gave you so much bang for your buck. I can see this line definitely getting even higher in the next year. Got Cammy coming out, so it's gonna be some shit. But if you're not with Jada right now, I got 2 words for you. No, I'm sorry, that's wrestling. Next, we have our number 5. And number 5 is going to move Chun Li out the way a bit. He's been up on my stand for quite a while now. Master Wang. All right, so he is awesome. He's a guy I raved about earlier in the year. Look at that. I thought he would have been higher, but after just playing around with other figures more and just really knowing what I really like, he makes me nervous, so I can't play around with him as much. But even with that said, he's just so awesome that he is definitely my number 5 in the top 5. Was a valid candidate for anywhere higher, but he just edged out Chun Li with as much as I touched this figure. Pause. So let's go on to my top 4. Number 4, I cheated. Yes, I've got 2 figures. I just put Marvel Legends here, combined those 2, because even though Spiral was my number 1, Widow's number 2, you really have to put them both together because they were just, it was a year of the female figure. I feel for me personally, out of my top 10, I had about majority female. So that's crazy. So yeah, these 2 go hard in the paint and definitely worth your bucks. If you have not got either one of these, please try to scoop them up before they go too high. At number 3, I have my Cosmic Legion figures. These are Zarian Spire, I think I said her name right, and Thygar. My Thygar is doing some weird stuff. I've got some weird like issues inside the bubble, and it's not dust, so I'm not sure what it is. I wonder if anyone else has this figure and if it's doing the same thing, because this is very strange to me. But nonetheless, an excellent figure. I like both of these a lot. If you need some sci-fi guys on your shelf, you can't go wrong. Thygar was on sale. I believe actually both of them were on sale. Now they're back up normal price. But if you missed out, you really missed out on a great deal for these guys because they are definitely number 3 for my collection. And yes, I cheated again with adding 2. At number 2, my honorary mascot, Athena, is number 2. And you're probably wondering, well, we don't even have a property for her. How is she number 2? If you get her in hand, you'll know why she's number 2. The fact that this chick has so much articulation, so much personality with all the hands, the extra accessories are just on point. I'm gonna get another one in the new year. I'm gonna get her counterpart so she can have somebody to throw hands with. Yeah, that's what's happening. This is a great figure. If you don't have any Astrobots, I strongly recommend you get one of the female ones. The male ones are cool too, but just the articulation you get from this chick here, and I'm sure her sister's probably the same way, or her counterpart, the evil one, is probably the same way. You can't go wrong. So she is number 2, which only leaves one more spot for number 1. And number 1 comes to no surprise for those who know me or have seen my video review on Yuri. She is my number 1 from Storm Collectibles. Her little diaper got a little stuck there. I have not been able to stop messing with this figure. It's just amazing. The articulation, the accessory. The only thing they could have done better is just figure out these hips better so she's not having such a shelf look. But I like the thick thighs. They did a good job handling the butt area because in the cami, she had a big old gap there. There's no gap there. She's just amazing. My favorite Storm figure that I own in my collection. I didn't think Saga would ever be beat, but he is beat now. They better thank God they don't have this version right here. If they would have had that version, I would have stopped reviewing. So yeah, that is Yuri. She is my number 1 figure of 2023. And it's going to be a big year. I've got 2 heavy hitters from Storm Collectibles coming next year. One is Shiva. The other one is, what's the chick's name? Morgan. So those 2 alone are destined to be some bangers. And who else knows what's to come. So thanks for watching this top 10. Thanks for making my year great. Till next time, peace and chicken grease.